Thing has to load the 310 card deck. Give me a second. Alright, it's time for a sound check. Sound check begin. Any sound checkers?
I could check.
Yeah, I can check.
Yeah, just as a treat, I could be bad.
As a treat. I've been good.
Alright, chat. Besides SJRK needing to get turned up, how's the sound?
Yo, SJ's getting turned up.
I'm getting turnt.
I need to hear a CJ Yabusta.
Hey, yo.
Alright,
How's it going?
negative 20, maybe negative 18. Jupes.
Hello.
And SD Arcade.
Here I am.
Alright, I think all of those are proper. We got proper sound. I am in game. It is the same name and password as always.
Huge.
We probably should start changing that.
Nah, it'll be fine.
That'll be fine.
Nobody watches me. Hey, if I get popular, I'm gonna have to like create a new password every time. But for now,
I'm having a skill issue finding this room.
When you start getting Heywoah numbers, then you're gonna have problems.
Heywoah numbers are.
ChatGPT, pull up.
Our cattle is
MTG
back.
rulebook.
She's back. Skill issue, Dio.
Oh, is that Heywoah? I didn't know who that was, and also I'm 12.
I thought you guys were talking about the tattoos, but that's henna.
That's henna.
I legit don't know what you guys are talking about. And I'm 33.
Old man.
I'm dumb.
Damn, I'm dumb. I thought that was that dog thing in Africa. Oh, that's hyena.
That's hyena, yeah.
Don't laugh at that.
Don't you laugh at that.
It's funny.
Now, Heywoah, did you get us a good card back? That's the real question.
So you can see that by the top card of this, there are going to be some rules questions, okay?
Oh, yeah, there is.
All right, let's find global enchantment. Spells and abilities.
Shoot, you want to snuggle up over here?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to,
No, I'm alright.
I don't know how to do card backs. I just don't.
It's a problem for another day.
Oh, how do I, here's a question. How do I get a more centralized location? I want to be green. How do I do that?
Left click your name on the top right and hit
Change color.
Change color.
We're going green. We gotta, this has to be a little
yellow.
scuffed. It just has to be.
This is the way.
Because we're sharing a library.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone gets to gather around. And, let me just read through the rules here. We'll do a test game. We'll do another test game. Don't worry about it. We're all supposed to lose. That's the fun. You know, that's the fun of it.
I never lose.
CJ will not be losing tonight.
Oh, and I made some changes to the deck list. It now includes all the pacts. So there's an upkeep trigger for everyone to forget.
Oh, good.
As long as there's no voting.
I'm gonna post the. Ooh, there are some voting cards.
Oh,
Thank
boy.
God.
All right, I'm gonna link everyone to the primer in Disc, which I think you can find. I'll read it out, okay? And I'll put it on screen. How about that? Put it on
As
screen.
long as there's no the ring tempts you.
All right, Judge Tower format, aka actually you just lost. It's time to win by technicality. All players share one library and graveyard. You own every card you draw for purposes of things like Homeward Path. Begin the game with 0 cards in hand or more if you dare. The game gets exponentially harder The more cards you start with will start with 0. And players play with their hands revealed for better actually, powers, right? You must play every card in your hand as soon as legally possible. All optional modes are mandatory to the extent that you can fulfill them. You must activate every activated ability of permanents you control once per turn per legal target as soon as legally possible. Always activate abilities from bottom of the card up. If a spell or ability has X in its mana cost, X is always 3. You must attack with all legal attackers and block with all legal blockers whenever the option is presented to you. All players start with 20 life. That resets to 20 after every turn. You will not be losing to damage, you'll be losing to failure to maintain game state. All players have infinite mana. You lose the round if you commit a game rules violation. Standard, multiplayer, player leaves the game, rules apply, exile all their cards they own and that are on the effects and abilities on the stack, etc. Play the game until there's a winner. That winner gets a point, then exile all permanents, all cards in the graveyard, and all cards in hands, and start the next round when the deck is empty. Player with the most points wins. Any questions?
Whoever wins, we lose.
Speak for yourself.
No, let's get going.
This is a where's the rolly?
Rolly's right there.
Let's do a roll.
Get it in the cannon.
Load her up. And Jupes is first.
Oh, good.
Are you allowed to draw from this in this particular TTS thing, or must I draw?
Physically draw.
Yeah.
You just draw one card a turn. Right?
Yep.
All right. I mean, I can technically...
Rules violation. He's casting a spell with no valid target.
I don't believe he's casting it yet. This is just in his hand.
No.
We're playing with our hands face up.
Okay.
Yeah, the square is the hand zone. How about that?
Jupes has successfully survived the first turn of the game.
Oh, I just don't want to lose on the first card. All right, so I can cast this, so I shall.
Mm-hmm.
I have a response.
Yep.
Oh, very good.
Yes, Pact of Negation.
All right, the spell is countered. Jupes has lost the game because Pact of Negation was not placed into the graveyard, which is the last part of resolving a spell. The shared graveyard.
Ah.
And that's the proper graveyard order. Pact of Negation would indeed go on top of the creature. Actually, guys, what's the graveyard order here? Is it creature on top or Pact of Negation on top?
It's cast. So S-shape casts the creature.
Mm-hmm.
Jupes, in response, adds the counter spell to the stack.
Yeah.
The counter spell would resolve first because it's on top of it on the stack.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it would go first.
As part of Pact of Negation's resolution, we would be placing the creature in the graveyard because it is countered. And then after that, Pact would go on top.
Oh, so we're good?
And so the graveyard order is fine.
Damn.
Toshiro Umezawa. Oh, he's a 2/2 with Bushido. Whenever a creature an opponent controls is put into a graveyard from play, you may play target instant card in your graveyard if that card would be put into a graveyard this turn. Remove it from the game instead. I will be playing Toshiro.
No response.
And I pass the turn.
I will Nature's Resurgence. Each player draws a number of cards equal to the number of cards in his or her graveyard.
And we share a graveyard, so it's all 2.
Creatures.
Each player draws a number of creature cards in it. Yeah, so there's 1.
Oh, this guy. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, Norin the Wary. That's gonna be fun.
I will now
Oh,
play...
Kahi, good point. We resolved it correctly. But, Kahi, who draws the card first, though? And in what order in a multiplayer game?
Each player draws... Well, I have priority, so I would draw first.
True.
And then I would draw.
And then you
second.
continue in
go-
turn sequence order, yes. And so we did it. We did it right. Nobody loses yet.
We did it.
Who loses yet? The card I drew is Necrotic Ooze, so I shall play it.
We will be putting Nature's Resurgence into the graveyard.
Of course. Damn.
So, game over.
Damn!
Oh my god, I beat CJ.
This, so then a rules question. I'm out. Card
So
is
nothing
still in
has
my
transpired, right?
hand. Right.
And
Where
so
does
this will
the-
get exiled because you're
Okay,
a player
it's
who is
exiled. Okay.
a player who loses the game. Everything on the stack that they control is exiled.
And then don't forget to hit the little square for turn order
Oh, what's that?
at the top
Oh,
of
I
the screen.
see,
There
yeah.
you go. All right.
Although this
I
wouldn't
will-
technically be on the stack because you couldn't have played it because you already lost. So we would
Right.
we would rewind slightly and fix that. But you still exile all the cards in your hand if you lose. So it's still...
That's what I thought.
I am going to draw a card. Grizzly Transformation. So I'm going to play Norin the Wary. And then play Grizzly Transformation. He exiles himself.
When you play Grizzly Transformation, you must declare targets as you're adding it to the stack before anything else.
There we go.
You have lost.
There's a Heywoah
Oh
win.
my god.
Great game. Great game. You can see why starting with 5 cards in your hand is a concern, right? For this
Yes.
style of game.
Yeah.
All right. How about we just start with winner each game?
Sure. I think that's fair. Well, Clash of Realities. All spirits have when this creature comes into play, which is enter the battlefield now. You may have it deal 3 damage to target non-spirit creature. All non-spirit creatures have when this creature comes into play, you may have it deal 3 damage to target spirit. I will play Clash of Realities.
Actually, did you tap mana? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I did not, but I did pay for it. Because we have infinite mana, so I did pay its cost.
That's true.
Which isn't always... there we go. Next
Jupe's
turn.
doing a little scamping.
Untap, upkeep,
Good drawing, by
Oh,
the
this
way.
is very good. Let's look
draw.
at this. This is fridge-worthy.
Oh yeah, I drew Godzilla destroying Tokyo.
And Mount Fuji.
Rix Mahdi Guild Mage. I will cast Rix Mahdi Guild Mage.
Okay.
When it comes into play, there are no valid targets.
True.
Like I have a non-spirit, and there are no spirits, so that nothing happens.
Yep. It does need a target for the ability to even go on the stack, so it doesn't.
And none of these abilities can happen, so I am not obligated to use them. So I will end my turn.
Mm-hmm. There are no blocking creatures, and no player has lost life this turn.
Arms away. Next 2 damage the source of your choice would deal to you or a permanent you control this turn is dealt to a target creature or player instead. Now, here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
I can cast it.
Right.
However,
there's just no damage.
Right. This is an anticipatory casting. I assume I still am required to cast it.
I believe, based on the rules, yeah, if you can do it, you have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
You must play every
Okay.
card in your hand as soon as legally possible.
I will cast.
And so I'm waiting for a very particular explanation
I will
here.
target Rick's Mahdi Guildmage and cast Harm's Way
When are you casting this spell?
in my main phase.
You have lost.
Oh my god.
Players get priority during the draw step, and so the step that you draw it is the
Oh,
you
it
need
is
to
an
play
instant,
it right
isn't
then
it?
because it's an instant.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh, pushing up the glasses intensifies.
Heywoah is just hydrated in
I
his
can't
element.
compete. I got the rule book.
hit the button, Jeeps.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Hit the showers, kid.
All right, draw a step.
Well, do I hit the button at instant speed or do I wait?
I
That
think
is
it's
an
the
outside the
sorceries
game
that's in
action.
between.
You may do what you wish. Oh, Howling Mine.
Howling Mine. It's an artifact. Beginning of each player's draw step. Howling Mine is untapped. That player draws an additional card. I shall play in my main phase
Mm-hmm.
a Howling Mine.
What's my house?
And then I will pass turn.
All right. Upkeep. Draw. As an action that doesn't use the stack, I will be drawing my first card normally, and then after that, at the beginning of my draw step, I will be drawing the Howling Mine card.
Oh man, what a tag team.
And so still in my draw step, it looks like I have Resounding Silence in my hand, which is remove target attacking creature from the game instant, or I could cycle it to remove up to 2 target attacking creatures from the game. Now, I will immediately cycle this during my draw step for 8 to discard it and draw a card. There's a triggered ability that happens when I cycle this that does require targets and won't resolve because there are no attacking creatures, but it's a trigger based on the cycle, so I should still cycle it. And I will, and I'll draw a card.
And then
And then when you cycle it, remove up to 2 target attacking creatures from the game. I will choose 0. I will choose 0 target attacking creatures, and so now we're safe, and I've drawn Necrotic Sliver. And now it's finally time to proceed to main phase. Any spirits? Now we got a hag and we got a sliver. I think first I will cast Necrotic Sliver. This is a non-spirit. Any spirits in play? No. Okay. So Clash of Realities, nothing to do there. I will immediately sacrifice this creature to destroy target permanent. Goes to the graveyard first. The target permanent is Clash of Realities. And this is a permanent, and it will be destroyed. And Necrotic Sliver is underneath Clash of Realities because as a cost that you're paying, Necrotic Sliver is put into the graveyard first, even before the ability is resolved. There we go. And then my next play is...
I actually have a question.
Sure.
Since it is not a tap ability, it wouldn't require him to not have Summoning Sickness, correct?
Correct, yeah. It does not...
That's okay.
It does not need the tap, and can be used right away. Summoning Sickness would apply if it had a tap on it.
This is making me... I know how to play Magic. This is making me question everything.
Yeah, isn't it? Playing this
This is
game
brutal.
is like the whole world is... It's like the Truman Show of Magic. You think you know how to play the game, and the whole
my
world
current
has
high
gone
score
crazy.
is 1 turn, so I gotta try for 2 this time.
Then I'll play a Fate Unraveler. Whenever an opponent draws a card, Fate Unraveler deals 1 damage to that player. Yo, Howling Mine, thanks. We got a combo.
I know. Tag team.
Oh, it's like Nekusar.
And I'll pass the turn.
CJ's in his element.
Well, first I will,
DJ's in an
Untap.
elephant?
and then I will have my upkeep step, and then I will draw, and I'll draw Oh, I'll draw the first card.
I have a trigger. You'll take 1 damage.
I will take 1 damage. Master Thief. Okay, and then I will draw off of Howling Mine a second card.
I have a trigger. You will take 1.
I will take 1. Let's see. Master Thief. When Master Thief enters the game, control target artifact for as long as you. I will play Master Thief. When it enters the battlefield, it will trigger. I will gain control of target artifact. I will target Howling Mine and gain control of it. Are there any responses?
No response.
No response.
All right. I will take control of it. Then I will cast Heartwood Storyteller. When a player casts a non-creature spell, each of that player's opponents may draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to the combat phase, I will attack.
You have lost.
Must activate abilities.
Target player who lost life this turn loses 1 life. You were required to target yourself immediately.
No! Well, damn. Well,
good try.
So that means Howling Mine's out of here.
Yep. It means it goes back to the original
it goes
owner.
back to me.
Yeah.
Back to the original owner, and these get exiled.
All right.
Welcome to the loser's corner.
Welcome to the fun zone. I have a trigger. You'll be taking 1.
Shall. On my first draw, I drew Dragon Mage. So then I will be doing my second draw. Oh, not the deck.
I have a trigger. You'll be taking 1.
That's true. And I got another thing called the Leave Sky Knight. Let's see. I will be playing Lev Sky Knight. When he ETBs, detain target non-land permanent and opponent controls. Until your next turn, that permanent can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. I have a target that I can do that to, so I will be doing it to Fate Unraveler.
All right, Fate Raveler is detained.
Then I will be casting Dragon Mage. When he deals combat damage to a player, each player discards their hand and draws 7. Oh boy.
No. we have to stop that from happening.
And then no one has the haste, so I will be going to end step and then passing.
All right, draw step. Oh, did someone lose?
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
I made it 2 turns, new high score.
Goddamn.
New high score.
Just wanted to make SJ nervous.
Oh, I'm sweating.
All right, upkeep. I'll draw for a turn, which is Kami of the Crescent Moon.
Oh no.
Oh, we got more. And then I'll draw for Howling Mine, which is Isao Enlightened Bushi. He's got
Big
Bushido,
Bushidos.
Regenerate. All right. So first things first, let's cast Kami. At the beginning of each player's draw step, that player draws an additional card. All right. And I'll play Isao Enlightened Bushi. No countering. He has Bushido 2. When this blocks, it becomes blocked. It gets 2/2 until end of turn. Pay 2 to regenerate it. I will pay 2 to regenerate it.
Damn.
Because regeneration is a shield. And moving to combat, I am not allowed to attack, even though I must by the rules, because Fate Unraveler is detained, so no attacking.
It's true.
I passed the turn.
All right. Untap upkeep.
Don't mess up, SJ.
Yeah.
You've got this.
We're gonna do
Don't
first
mess
draw,
up.
which is the normal draw step.
All right, trigger, you'll be taking 1.
I will be taking.
And even though it's detained, that's a triggered ability, not an activated ability,
Of
so we're
course.
good.
I pulled an instant, so I will be playing it in my draw step.
I have a
Look at the top of
response.
Oh, responding.
Because it's the first time. No, it's not the first time I have priority. I have lost. I tried so hard.
I did it.
On
Let's
your
go!
upkeep, I should have regenerated Isao, but it already got to the draw step, and so I didn't activate his ability as soon as legally possible, which is after you pass priority in your upkeep.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Game lost. Good try.
SJ Magic Genius? Question mark.
Magic
thumbnail?
genius.
Alright, let me remove the graveyard and all that stuff.
Oh, in the exiled, sure.
That stuff just goes away.
Blasted.
I don't know if I've ever had a prouder moment in my life.
You're a.
Don't you have two children?
Let me repeat that. I don't think I've had a prouder moment. Anyway,
The second
upkeep,
proudest
draw.
moment.
Damn, kids,
Oh
BTM.
no!
Yes, second, and it's.
Oh, I forgot
two
this.
kids.
I forgot this was in here. Oh, I'm
All
sorry.
right,
I'm
I've
sorry,
drawn
everyone at
this.
home.
Here we go.
Oh,
Time
dear.
shifter.
Yeah, I recognize this card.
At the beginning of each player's upkeep, each player removes the top card of his or her library from the game. The player who removed the card with the highest converted mana cost takes an extra turn after this one. If two or more are tied for highest, the tied players repeat the process until tie is broken. This
Am I
card
in
is.
trouble? Am I being punished?
It's time to remember
So-
how turn sequences work when there are multiple extra turns happening all the time.
Yeah, so it is now my main phase. I will be playing Time Shifter.
I
And
don't like
now
it, but
I
it
will
just
be
happened.
passing turn.
Okay.
You could have just not played it and forfeit.
And
Yeah, I
lost,
could've
yeah.
just lost. But now I gotta have a streak. Let's go.
Okay, at the beginning of my upkeep, each player removes the top card of their library, so I'll do it first. This is exiled, it costs 2.
I will do it next. It is exiled, it costs 3.
I will do it next. It is exiled. It
That looks
costs
like Ardent
3.
Plea, yeah.
Here's my turn. 2.
Alright, the 3s are tied. Repeat this
So-
process.
So the priority goes back to you, and then I am tied, so I will go next. It's a 4. Thieving Magpie.
Oh, good old Thieving Magpie.
It is a 2.
Okay, so I have won the tie. So
All of these need to be.
these are exiled.
Yeah, these are all exiled. And CJ Busta takes an extra turn after this one.
Oh my god.
So anyway, I'll draw my card for a turn. It's Cataract Leviathan. When it enters the battlefield, return all non-land permanents to their owner's hands. Get out of here, Time Sifter. Alright, main phase. I play it. Trigger. Return Time Sifter to your hand. That was a great card to draw. We needed that thing off the table stat.
Huge card. See you next turn.
Alright, I pass turn.
Okay. I guess I have a rules question then.
Well,
Mhm.
okay, but this isn't the place for it.
You're right.
Damn.
This isn't a rules question forum. This is a rules punishment forum. But all right.
All right. Well, then I gotta go with my gut. I will take
Don't forget to hit the button, Heywoah.
Oh yeah.
I will take my extra turn at the end of your turn.
For what it's worth, you are correct.
Okay.
Oh,
That was gonna be the
big.
question.
Man, I'm glad you did that. See,
So I will
Yeah, the
untap,
educational
upkeep, and draw.
part of this stream is punishing failure, not rewarding knowledge.
I will draw Ophidian Eye. I will play it in the draw step. I will enchant creature. Whenever enchanted creature deals damage to an opponent, you may draw a card. I will enchant target creature, being Cataract Leviathan.
good eye on that flash.
That works.
Good eye.
And then I will move on through the steps of my turn and end my extra turn. Now my next turn, as I was next in line, will happen.
Yes,
And
proper.
I will untap, and I will upkeep, and then I will draw. The card I drew is a Warp World.
Oh
my God.
no.
Mucho
Jesus.
texto.
Oh no. This this isn't going to be that bad. It could have been that bad, but nobody has any permanents out really. So I'm just
Okay, yeah. Each player shuffles one permanent into his or her library, then reveals that many cards from the top of his or her library. Each player puts all artifact, creature, and lands revealed this way onto the battlefield, then does the same for enchantment cards. then puts all cards revealed this way that weren't put onto their battlefield on the bottom of his or her library. Well, only one.
Well,
let's
it's just me who has a chance to lose here. All right. I will shuffle my 2 permanents into library.
I mean, did he cast it?
Well, hold on now.
Oh, I thought you were casting it already. You're not?
Well, yes, no, I cast it. But do you own that aura?
That's
Oh, true. I lose.
Oh, got him. Here you go, Heywoah. Touch the coin.
And then that has resolved, so it will go into the graveyard.
And now
I
you
will
have
end
lost
it.
because you owned that enchantment and you didn't.
Damn! I got him and then got.
Jupes is the winner.
I'm still alive.
Oh, I know.
SJ's still here.
Sorry, that's future news.
I have this nightmare in my hand still.
Draw a card. Auriok Survivors. We will go into. Is this your hand, SJ?
This
Yeah,
this
it's
is my
his
hand. This is
Okay.
the graveyard over here.
What a format.
I will cast Auriok Survivors. I am going to search the graveyard because I am allowed to,
It is a public zone.
and I don't think any equipment is in here, but I also get scared easily, so I'm going to do it anyway. There is not, so I will not attach an equipment. There is none.
Yeah, there's a intervening if clause here, like if you do, and so we get to ignore the rest of that.
And I will pass.
Oh no, it's still
he
going.
lived. He lived. It's all right.
All right, upkeep, draw. I drew Cruel Bargain, which is a sorcery. Oh no. I will then play in my main phase. I will play Cruel Bargain. Draw 4 cards, lose half your life rounded up. I believe that's easy enough. First, I will draw 4 cards.
Correct.
Oh, not the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh no.
Okay, no instance, so I don't have to jump out of the way. But first, I must lose half my life rounded up. I have 20, so I lose 10.
Cool bargain. Oh,
Cool
a bit of
bargain.
magic trivia. How come I knew that this card was a sorcery and not an instant, and there was no chance of it being an instant? How did I know that?
Because it said sorcery on it.
Because the sorcerer, yeah.
Well, true, but this is a magic trivia, not a magic rules thing. so-
Because it's black card draw.
Because it is a black card.
Because it is from Portal, and there were no instants in Portal. Only sorceries,
Oh,
because it
that's
was
the
meant to
set.
teach people how to play the game.
All right, so let's.
In fact, the only
Let's just
instants
start.
in the set were sorceries that said you can play this during combat, so that there would be combat tricks.
All right, let's just start dropping stuff. So we're gonna drop Time Shifter. Beginning of each player's upkeep.
hmm
So we will wait on that. Then Stoic Angel. Players can't untap more than 1 creature during their untap steps.
All right.
Flying Vigilance. Guardian of the Guild Pact is Spirit Protection from Multicolored. Oh, fun.
Oh, monocolored.
A monocolor. Oh, true. What is it? Skursdag High Priest. He is Morbid. It's a tap ability. Does not have haste. And Mind Unbound. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a lore counter on Mind Unbound. Then draw a card for each lore counter on Mind Unbound.
He read it wrong. He's out of here. Are we that
No.
far in? I don't know.
Well, now.
No, it's about playing it wrong, not
No,
reading
that's
it wrong.
fair.
No game action happened during the reading of that card, so I think we.
So at the beginning of my upkeep, that has passed, so no lore counters currently. I cannot attack with anything, so I will go to end step and pass.
Okay.
Good luck,
It is
Juice.
the beginning of my upkeep. So I will remove the top card of my deck. is Curse of Death's Hold. It is a 5.
I shall do the same. It is a 3.
Okay, so you have won the tie. Let's get exiled.
What?
What?
Or I'm sorry, you have won, not the tie, but
Well, I 5 beats 3.
I take the extra turn.
There
Got
you
it.
go.
Reading. And then I will.
Hashtag put it in the graveyard.
Is this chess where you take your hand off of it?
Who said I did? It was lag.
It was lag, mouse slip.
I drew Merfolk Sea Stalkers, Island Walk, and tap target creature without flying. I will play Merfolk Sea Stalkers. And since this isn't a tap ability, I will pay the cost and tap target creature without flying. I will tap Skursdog High Priest. We will move on to combat, and I will attack with Auriok Survivors.
And this is attack with everything and block with everything, right?
Yeah, with all legal.
Okay. Then I will block with my 2 legal blockers.
Okay.
Let's see, where are we assigning?
Yeah, how will we be assigning?
It's double blocked.
Oh, are you waiting for me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You blocked with 2 creatures, so how does the damage get allocated?
The damage will be allocated to Stoic Angel.
That's good, because you can't allocate to Guardian of the Guild Pack,
That is
because it has
correct.
protection from monocolored, yes.
Okay. Second main, I don't have anything else to play. I can technically tap target creature without flying. There are no creatures I can do that to. I mean, this has protection from monocolored,
Yeah, so you can.
so I can't.
Also, you must
Okay.
activate every activated ability of permanents you control once per turn.
Once per turn.
Per
Okay.
legal target.
All right.
Per
so
legal target, which you're good, in other words.
It is the end of my turn, and now my
Return.
additional turn begins.
Oh, yeah.
I will draw another card. I drew Volshock Battlemaster.
Do we do Time Sifter again?
Yes, we do.
It is, and I lose.
Yay!
Very close. Oh, he almost got it.
So it's
Time
once per
Sifter.
turn per legal target.
Yes.
There is a second legal target because
Oh, he can
Merfolk
tap
Sea
himself.
Stalkers is a creature without
Oh,
flying.
yeah, he can
That
tap
is correct.
himself. True.
I
All
was,
right.
I was waiting on that for next turn.
Double winnies.
Hey.
SJ,
But I had
2
already
wins.
done it that turn, so I was not contractually obligated to do it again.
That's what I thought until I looked at it again. It's once per turn per legal target.
So you have to do it as many
okay.
times as you can.
Yeah, but if you have something like that, whatever the Rakdos card I had last game 2 games ago, that was like, deal 1 damage to player that lost life. If there is only one, I don't have to do that infinitely if there's only 1 target.
Oh my god, here
Yeah.
Jupe's past the rock.
I will need a moment to attend to my dog,
The prince.
No problem.
Doggers.
because he is being
Oh, here, go ahead
funny.
and tap your coin again.
What is the dog doing?
Alright, I'll go ahead and go. Let's see. Oh, not the deck. Tio. Drew the deck. Alright, draw step. It's an instant. You may choose new targets for target instant or sorcery, then copy the spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. It is an instant. But does it have a legal target? I will cast it and fizzle.
No, you have lost.
Damn.
You can't put it onto the stack without legal targets.
Beautiful. It was a coin flip in my head.
Yeah, because it says you may, so in your head you're like, oh, I just say I won't, even though it's a may, but it does need a target.
Right. Oh, let me pass the rock. Boom.
Damn.
I have drawn Renewed Faith, which has you gain 6 life, also cycling. When you cycle it, you may gain 2 life.
Big gainer.
In my draw step, I will be just gaining 6 life. Thank you very much. No need to get fancy. And then I pass the turn, and my life is reset to 20 as per the rules of Judge Tower.
I was waiting for that. I will untap, I will upkeep, I will draw. I have drawn Dryad Militant. I will cast a Dryad Militant. If an instant or sorcery card would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead.
Alright.
Does not have haste, so cannot attack. There's no activated abilities. I will end my turn.
That Therese Nielsen art. Been good.
Gotta love it.
Is good.
Classic.
It went to me for some reason. We wanted to go to Jupes.
Oh, I think
Jupes
Jupes is
Yeah, he's
out
out for
this
a
game.
minute.
Oh, he had to get a dog, right?
The Doge.
He's taking care of that dog.
All right.
Got that dog in him now.
You got that dog in him.
I will draw Dread Return. Return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield with flashback. Sacrifice 3 creatures. It seems like there's only an instant in my graveyard, so I will be passing the turn.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw. I
big
will draw
elk.
Glimmer
The
Point
stag.
Stag. I will. I will cast Glimmer Point Stag. When it enters the battlefield, I will exile another target permanent. I will exile Dryad Militant. Can't attack, it just entered. Second phase, nothing happens. Beginning of the next end step, I will return target permanent to its owner's control. Yay. And I will end the turn.
All
You
right.
did it.
Oh,
I'm gonna draw Treasury Thrall. Big. He has Extort. Whenever Treasury Thrall attacks, you may return target artifact, creature, or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. Alright. Main phase, I'm going to cast Treasury Thrall, and when I cast it, I will pay 1 black. And then each opponent loses 1 life, and I gain that much life, which is 1. And then Treasury Thrall will resolve.
Maybe I'll shoot myself in the foot here. Is that effect in play if it is not on the battlefield?
What effect?
Is extort looking for anything if it's
An
not
extort sitting
Oh,
and
true.
then
I
you cast
actually
a spell.
resolved
Oh.
Extort improperly and lose.
CJ wins.
These
I
black
know my
players.
extort.
These black
crit
players
gas
know
for the
their
win.
extorts, huh? Alright.
Crit guess goes in every deck.
Best $13 you ever spend, baby.
It's the only card I want every version of besides Ink Eyes.
Oh no, I already got him for that one.
Oh, you did?
Oh.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a W.
There you go. All right, CJ, you're starting us.
Alright, I will untap, I will upkeep, and I will draw. I have drawn
Oh God.
mucho texto. Ice Cauldron.
Oh no.
X, tap, put a charge counter on Ice Cauldron, and put a spell card face up on Ice Cauldron. Note the type and amount of mana used to pay this activation cost.
Holy Jesus.
Use this ability only if there are no... use this ability only if there are no charge counters on Ice Cauldron. You may play that spell and remove it as though it were in your hand. And then second ability, tap, remove the charge counter, from Ice Cauldron to add mana of the type and amount last used to put a charge counter on Ice Cauldron to your mana pool. This mana is usable only to cast the spell on top of Ice Cauldron.
This is, by the way, one of the worst cards of all time.
I believe it.
Dude.
We're gonna need an Oracle text on this one. If you want a little time to look up the Oracle text on Ice Cauldron, you can have it.
MTG Ice Cauldron.
It may shock you, but the text on this card has changed over time.
Hopefully to put directly into trash can.
I mean,
All right.
it's very bad.
Now that's the original text. The Oracle text. You may exile a non-land card from your hand. So X tap, you may exile a non-land card from your hand. You may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled. Put a charge counter on Ice Cauldron and note the type and amount of mana spent to pay this activation cost. Activate only if there are no charge counters on Ice Cauldron. And then the second ability is remove a charge counter, add Ice Cauldron's last noted type and mana, an amount of mana. Spend this mana only to cast the card, last card exiled with Ice Cauldron.
This is brutal.
Never have I not wanted a steel artifact card less than this moment.
However, as I do not have any non-land cards in my hand, I will not be activating this ability.
You have lost.
Really?
Yeah. So what you do is you may exile a non-land card from your hand, and so you don't. And all X's are 3, and so you would pay 3, tap it, and then not exile a card.
Well, and then by the rules of the game, when you tap the bottom one, the remove charge counter from Ice Cauldron.
Oh, if you want to resolve it bottom up, yeah. In which case he, I guess, loses a different way.
Yeah, I would.
No, actually, you can't, because you can't remove a charge counter if there are none.
There you
So
go.
you can't pay the activation, which is part of the activation cost, because you note the colon is after that. And everything in front of the colon is a cost. Everything after a colon is an effect.
Oof. TJ, you took that one like a champ.
The glasses.
On the 70,000-year-old card.
That's
was
Ice Cauldron is
pre-Dreamcast
like
right there.
Ice Cauldron's like a ticking time bomb in the deck. Like whoever draws it.
Jupes is back in.
Oh,
so
perfect,
we'll
yeah.
get Jupes in there. Jupes, you missed the worst card ever printed.
No, I was here for Ice Cauldron.
Okay.
I was just keeping my mouth shut so as to not be drug into it.
Oh, are you gonna join in next game?
No, I'm joining in now.
Yeah,
Here you go. There you go.
Oh, I'm going first then.
Well, CJ just went, so it'd be yours.
I got fucked.
You got boned by that.
When was Ice Cauldron
Volt
printed?
charge.
Ice Age. That's an Ice Age card.
Ooh. That's a whale card.
Shout out to Whale.
As it is my duty, I will cast it immediately. I will deal 3 damage to SJ, the player. I will not proliferate because I cannot.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, it's kind of how you phrased it. But
Oh well, there is no targets for proliferate.
you will proliferate, and
Sure.
the any number of permanents you choose is 0. You choose
Is
no
none.
permanents.
Right.
Yeah.
My life goes back up to 20 on your end step, or after your end step, I should say. Draw.
Hey.
It's a land card.
Hey.
I will drop a land during my main phase, and then tap it for blue.
That's an activated ability.
And then I will move on to my end step and pass.
All right. This mode makes you feel like you've done something wrong and you're being punished
Waiting
for
for
it.
like the floor to drop out and I fall into a pit.
Yeah, isn't it? But that's the fun. Everybody loses for the most stupid reasons all the time. Tide of War. Whenever one or more creatures blocks, flip a coin. If you win the flip, the defending player sacrifices all blocking creatures. Otherwise, the attacking player sacrifices the blocked creatures.
Here's your coin
Now
flipper,
we get our
sir.
coin flipper. All right.
TO, this isn't a coin.
I mean, I can get you a coin.
I got a coin for you.
Anyway,
Go on.
main phase, I'm going to play Tide of War. Pass the turn.
All right. Uh-oh.
Oh, nice.
Bituminous Blast, which I will
Blasting.
cast right now.
Will you?
Yes.
No, because I don't have a target for it.
True.
All right. I will untap my land.
Mm-hmm.
Upkeep, draw. Oh, it is a Devil's Play. Devil's Play deals X damage to any target with flashback. So I will play Devil's Play during my main phase.
You have lost.
Oh, because my activation?
Because your activated ability should have been done on the upkeep, yeah.
Damn.
Correct.
I was worried about that one.
By the way, that image is the rules writers pouring fire onto everyone at this table.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's draw a card. Elite Inquisitor, first strike vigilance, protection from vampires, and from werewolves, and also from zombies. And he looks rather dashing, I do
Protection
say.
from everything. God damn.
Main phase, I'm gonna play him.
I have a response. I will deal 4 damage. Well, actually, hang on. I need to.
Oh, my
Cascade.
Well,
actually, it's not
the
a
damage should
response,
come.
because response means it's still on the stack. You see, it would be after it resolves.
I feel like I got a hole in my brain.
Oh, the technicalities.
That's a Heywoah win right there.
All right,
That's a
that's
win.
not really it didn't feel like a win.
Oh, you're a big winner.
Winning at this
Big
game,
winner.
winning at this game, like legit feels bad.